We will be working on the keyhole saw. First thing we need to do is open up the title block. As you can see down here, we have the title block. It's open. We are in the model space, which gives us all of our layers that we need to work with. In the link in the YouTube channel, you'll be able to find the blueprint to work off of, or you can watch the video and minimize. So let's begin. The very first thing is we're always going to look at the object first, which is in the black thick lines. Our dimensions are in blue. We do have a blue hidden line and a red center line. This object is started at the 5/16 mark. So we are going to use the drop down menu, miscellaneous line, draw line. Ortho is on to draw a straight line. We're going to pull this across our screen and type in 5/16. We are going to place two circles, the 7/8 radius and the 2-inch radius. Circle radius. Make sure that you switch over to your model layer, radius, 7/8. Repeat last by hitting the space bar. Come to the right hand side of the 5/16 line, type in 2. We have this line, this circle, and this circle. Next thing we are going to do is we're going to put this 1 3/8 line. That line is straight from quadrant straight down at a 3/8 of an 1 3/8 of an inch. Draw a line, 3 o'clock quadrant, straight down. Input 1 minus 3/8 in CAD. Hit enter once, twice to accept that. Double check that, make sure it is 1 3/8. We need two reference lines coming off of endpoint to endpoint. This line will come directly from here over 7/8 of an inch and over here 7/8 of an inch. Those will give us the center marks of these two radiuses. I'm switching over to my miscellaneous line. Draw a line from endpoint over 7/8 and repeat that here. 7/8. We will switch our layer from miscellaneous to model, and we will put the 2 11/16 radius in and 7/8 radius in. Circle radius, 2 minus 11/16. Repeat, circle radius, 7/8. As you see right here, we have a straight line. That is located at the 6 o'clock quadrant of the two circles that we just made. So we are going to go draw a line, 6 o'clock quadrant to 6 o'clock quadrant, enter. If it's not snapping to quadrant, come over to Object Snaps. Make sure Snap to Quadrant is on. Let's use our trim command. I will trim this circle out, trim this circle out. then trim inside here, here, and here. Enter. As you see, this line is still miscellaneous. I'm going to change the properties by going into the Layer Properties drop-down menu, selecting Model. Push Escape once. Now we're ready to get this leg put in. This leg comes off of our reference line left-hand side, and we're going to put a straight line down from right here, 1 3/8 down, to give us this reference mark. So line miscellaneous from the left hand side of the 5/16 line, straight down, 1 minus 3/8, enter. Switching our properties to model, we are going to put the 2 11/16 radius in and the 7/8 radius in. Circle radius from center. This one is 2 minus 11/16. Repeat circle radius, endpoint of 7/8. Once again, we will make it look like our object here. So from 6 o'clock quadrant to 6 o'clock quadrant, we will connect the line. Draw, snap to quadrant, snap to quadrant. Now we could trim, and we have a lot of lines, so you just have to reference what lines you're trimming out. We're going to use our trim command, selecting here, coming here, and here. This line right here that I'm coming across is our 2-inch radius one, so we could actually trim it right off in here and here. 2-inch radius comes around the left-hand side counterclockwise. We will trim here as well as here. The 7/8 radius here and here, we will trim here, 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 and here. Next step we will be putting in is we're going to put this 7/8, 4-inch radius. This is going to be tangent from one radius, tangent to the other radius. Circle, drop down menu, tangency radius. We will be selecting right around the 2 o'clock mark and right around the 4 o'clock mark. AutoCAD is asking us to specify radius of circle. 4, enter. Then we will trim in here and outside of here. Modify, trim. So this arc is tangent from radius to radius. Next thing we will be doing is we will reference this 3/16 line here. I'm going to enter. This line, zooming in, is a straight line from the 9 o'clock quadrant straight down 3/16 of an inch. Modify layer, draw a line at the 3 o'clock quadrant, coming straight down 3/16. Zoom in to this area. Use your trim command to trim that off. Next thing we will be doing is we are going to work on this line that will be connected to the 3/4 inch radius. They give us a linear dimension from the dead center of our object to over here of 3 inches. I'm going to do a model line starting at the left-hand side of the 5/16 line. I am going to come straight down 3/16 of an inch, pulling my cursor from right to left, 3, enter, enter. At this time, I could trim this line and this line up. Zoom out. I'm going to trim that. Next thing I want to do is I want to work on this radius. That is a 3/4 radius. I am going to draw a reference line, miscellaneous line, 3/4 of an inch up, 3/4. Switching my layer from miscellaneous to model, circle radius from endpoint to endpoint. Now we are going to place this line in that is tangent from this circle, tangent to this arc. Come down to your object snap layer, click on object snap settings, clear all and only snap tangent. Draw a model line from tangency to tangency. I will repeat that again. It doesn't have to be perfect. AutoCAD will automatically do it for you. Line, tangent to tangent, enter, trim this up. Trim command, click, hold, drag across, enter. I do have this reference line still. We need this reference line in here. This is going to be center of arc to tangent. So from this arc, it's going to be from this point right here to tangency. Object snaps. Click on center. Draw a line from center to tangent. At this time, I will erase this. Looking at this part right here, we have a 3/16 dimension that is aligned on this center line. Then we have two holes that are placed on that line that are 11/16 apart and they're a 1/4 inch diameter. We have a hidden line here that is 9/16 away from our center point. The way we do this, I'm just going to move this object over just a hair bit. We are going to go down to our command bar, type in UCS, hit enter, select object, select this line, draw reference line, miscellaneous line. We're going to draw this line up. Make sure your ortho is on. We're going to draw it up 0.5 of an inch. Then we will offset that line 3/16 of an inch, 11/16 of an inch, and 9/16 of an inch. Offset, it says through. I'm going to hit enter, select my line, slide it to the right, 3/16, enter, select line, 11/16, enter, select line, 9/16, enter. Push escape. As you see, this line extends from tangent line to our horizontal line, and it is a hidden line. I'm going to select this line, go to drop-down menu, click on hidden line, push escape. We will use our trim extend command, extending up to tangent line, extending it down to horizontal line. Push escape. We will be placing 2 circles on our 2 reference lines. Switch layers to model, circle, diameter. I do not see a intersecting point popping up. We will go down to object snap settings. We are going to turn on intersect point. We could make sure that we have midpoint on and endpoint, might as well at this time. Circle diameter, intersecting point, 0.25, enter, back to selection, circle diameter, 0.25, enter. Delete, delete, and delete. Erase it. Next thing we are going to do, we are going to turn this line into our center line. And I want to extend this line out, touching this arc. Trim extend command. Come here so I could see it being extended out. Click. We have center marks inside these circles, and they are aligned with this line. Type in DIM center, select circle, hit spacebar to repeat last command, spacebar, repeat last command, and we want to get this arc as well. I am going to pause the video because we are going to get ready for the dimensions.